Are y'all ready to get live in this motherfucker right now? No, I'ma drop this shit. Yo. ATL, what up? What up? What up? What up? People's Champions Tour. What up? What up? Talent Quality. What up? What up? Immortal Tech. What up? What up? So hip hop. When I raise this motherfucking hand, I need you to get as loud as possible. Sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. I'm ready to go. Is Brooklyn ready? Cause Harlem is ready. Brooklyn been ready. Is Atlanta ready in this motherfucker? Is everybody who came from outside Atlanta ready to rock now in this motherfucker? Y'all ready too? Good. And I think that there is no more further ado. I never make songs to disrespect women or to judge people about the way that they live it. But the way I am is based on the life I was given. Like the white boys losing my religion. I used to be a Christian and a political porn. The Bible is right and knowing your native culture is wrong. The next thing you know, you telling me I'm making a song. Come in the studio, tell me that I'm making it wrong. Pissed off cause reality is making it strong. Like the ghost of Timothy McVeigh making a ball. Hey yo, Marvin Gaye, what the fuck is going on? Black niggas make propaganda out of your song. But it's the Gong Show, amateur night at the Apollo. My dick is like my music but harder to swallow. So children follow me like the Pied Piper and sing the chorus in the air with your blood and your lighter. You played yourself thinking you down with me. I ain't your life, nigga, don't fuck around with me. You might end up another fucking casualty of the whole Remelon faculty. Damn, that's good. Yo, we did this song a while ago with the one and only DJ Green Lantern and the one and only Yasim Bey Mos Def. Make some motherfucking noise. It sounded a little something like this.
Man, you hear this bullshit they be talking? Every day, man. It's like these motherfuckers is just like professional liars, you know what I'm saying? It's wild. Listen.
Didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Tell the truth. Didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. I pledge no allegiance, nigga. Fuck the president's speeches. Baptized by America and covered in leeches. The dirty water that bleaches your soul and your facial features. Trying to do it propaganda that they spit through the speaker. And if you speak about the evil that the government does, Patriot Act, track you to the type of your blood. They trying to frame you, say you was trying to sell drugs. Do a federal indictment on niggas that show you love. Shit is run by fake Christians, fake politicians. Look at their mansions, look at the conditions you live in. All they talk about is terrorism on television. They tell you to listen, but they don't really tell you they miss it. They funded Al-Qaeda, now they blame the Muslim religion. Even though Bin Laden was a CIA tactician, gave him billions of dollars and they funded his purpose. Fahrenheit 9/11, that's just scratching the surface. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Yeah. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. That's right, fuck President Bush, yo. We don't give a fuck about it. Real shit, yo. You know what, me and Quan were talking about a lot of real shit on this tour, and one of the things that we discussed was something that we recently was in the media about the way our people are murdered twice when they're gunned down by police. The first time is obviously when they're shot, but whether it's a Mexican brother with his hands in the air in Washington, or it's a brother who's shot in the back in South Carolina, the reality is that there's always a story that's brought up as if it's to justify the killing. They say, oh, you know, he used to cut school in 7th grade, or he used to smoke weed in college, or he stole some cigarettes from a fucking store a month ago. What the fuck does that have to do with him being summarily Deep in the trenches in the heart of a war. That's the place a martyr is born. Motherfucker, it's on. Remember when I say that, just say motherfucker, it's on. Drop it. Yeah. Guerrilla war is not to succeed. It's always been just to make the enemy flee. Depriving the soldiers of the peace of mind that they need. Bullets are hard to telegraph when they bomb and they weave. The only way a guerrilla war can ever be over is when the occupation can't afford more soldiers, so they have to draft the last of you into the service, and you refuse because you don't see the purpose. Only way to counter the insurgents that are well equipped is to paint the people fighting for freedom as terrorists. Then find a faction looking for foreign investment, install them in power and murder any objection. You can't stop a revolution from breathing, so to beat them, or for people, illusion of freedom. But when you're done dreaming and wake up, tortured for treason, you can see them hiding behind the guard and believe it. No! Deep in the trenches in the heart of a war, that's the place the martyr is born. Motherfucking song! During the night before the start of the dawn, that's the place the martyr is born. Motherfucking song! Shots are raining in the heart of a storm, that's the place the martyr is born. Motherfucking song! Guerrilla war when the army is gone, that's the place the martyr is born. Motherfucking song! Yeah, ATL, make some fucking noise, y'all live and shut up here, Masquerade. Let's get it. Drop that shit. Immortal champion. Poison fans. That's where it goes. Yeah. We gon' stop them out, cut them out, cut them out. Quick it up and out, strip it off and focus out. We gon' stop them out, cut them out, cut them out. Quick it up and out, strip it off and focus out. And we know. I said, Atlanta! Back like I was locked up, putting in work, burning through books like Nazis in the Catholic Church. I'm cursed like Cain when he murdered his brother. Cut your face off and wear it while I'm fucking your mother. I'm Mars on tour, the avenger, the god of war. If you don't believe in me, I doubt you believe in God at all. I breathe smokeless fire and gentile. That'll make you hate the way a law made you to live like. Like Hindu niggas that be preaching they skin white. Other people stick to my hands after a fist fight. I was born with a sixth sense and a spirit right. Skin werewolves and rape demons at midnight. Sell your kids into slavery after we murder you. Sacrifice them in the same fire we murder you. Barbarian funeral, nigga, you wanna know. Damn the river, bury me and let the water flow. Chaos, mayhem, that old out. Must they live? Uprise, rape them, grieve them, chase them, pandemonium, insurgents, divergence, commitment, murder, pillage, kill them, erase history, make them a mystery. Yeah? Some people approach me and they say, technique, we talk about revolution, but a lot of the material in music is very violent. But it's never gratuitous violence. We talk about reality, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about how people really ended up here, how things happen. I'll give you an example, brothers and sisters. I was having a debate online with a YouTube scholar the other day, you know? And you know these people, they got a PhD in bullshit. And this person says to me, you know, we need to confront ISIS right now. And I said, oh, before you talk to me about ISIS, tell me what you find most threatening about ISIS. And he said to me, well, they're stealing people's land, they're enslaving people, and they're forcing people to convert to their religion, and that's just not American. And I said, whoa, maybe you are everything that America should flush down the motherfucking toilet because you've never opened the fucking book in your life. How do you think you got this country? You stole somebody's land, you enslaved people to build the infrastructure of this goddamn country, and then you force people to change to your religion. You're not arguing with me, stupid, you're arguing with history. By the way, when we talk about black history, we're not talking about black history, that's a myth. We're talking about human history, ladies and gentlemen. Make some motherfucking noise. Where we going? Alright, before the show goes any further, I want to send a big shout out to the working class in Atlanta that helped us set up these lights and these speakers right here. The people that are right there standing guard, make sure nobody falls in. Make some noise for the sound man and for the bartenders, the people that never get the fucking credit they deserve. Without them, there is no show. Big shout out to the people that gotta clean this shit up after you leave, cause none of y'all sloppy motherfuckers gonna clean up after yourselves. I love y'all, thank you. But there's some people that are so rich that they can never understand the problems of the average ordinary human being because the only color they see is green. And if you want to know how these people think, they think like this. When I say money, 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 repeat after me and say money, money, money. Connecticut, full close with the hoes in the tenement. I twist words like a speech impediment. I hope it got you credit, bitch. If not, better get a new job with benefits while I play golf with niggas that get cheddar with. New money buys brand new carrots. My old money bunch of great grandparents. You got grills in your mouth, I ain't mad at ya. I don't ever go into South Africa. Thanks, baby, you made me a million. Plus I own a building. For each one of my children, that's the shit. Stop coming to win Miss USA, sucking my dick. Yeah, what? Fuck the law, cause real jail is for suckers. I go to country club, prison, you dumb motherfuckers. It's a rich man's world. Yeah, you know my CEO corporate sees, please overthrow governments overseas in a breeze. Politicians in my pockets for a few hundred G's. So if I'm ever in court, my assets will never freeze. Got a job at a house and a bank account. When I'm out, I doubt that's how you can say it. And if not, then I fake that like Kenny Play. Make money every day, the world burns from its access. Why y'all struggling to pay taxes? I'm getting my money the fastest. Fellas and facts and shutting up documents. Slush funds to the corrupt continents. But they don't want me indicted. They don't want my dirty laundry in when I fight it. To get my lawyers excited. Cause what good is a law if you can't rewrite it? I got CIA traders, dictators. So fuck y'all whistleblowers and haters. It's a rich man's world. Shit. Money from Al-Qaeda in the back of 9/11 when it was too late to capitalism to I pray to fuck the state of the world. Money talks, so what the fuck I need to say to your girl? It's a rich man's world. Fucking tour. You've been sitting in the back like the two old men in the Muppets in the rafters, man. Just snapping on people, making jokes. You should hear what he has to say. But now you want to do something. What you want to do?
Where the ladies at?
Ladies! You want to do something for the ladies? Drop it, man, whatever. I'll do something. Oh, we got something for y'all. It's just going to come in a different form than you typically used to. Hey, it's late. I want you to do me a favor. Ladies, come along with us. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for that. But we're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna drop it for y'all. They corrupted the priceless African image of ISIS, replaced it with a lifeless, anorexic white bitch. In fashion industry, got them in a funny spot. Self-hatred leaking out their mouth like a money shot. Movie star Hollywood Babylon fantasy. Bunch of peacock bitches in a cocaine canopy. And if you healthy, they make you think you're a manatee. Look how they invented this Eurocentric insanity. Got you brainwashed to the point you're bleaching your skin. Blind to the truth and can't see the beauty within. Cause ain't nothing wrong with exercise and tightening your thighs. But there's something wrong with contacts and light in your eyes. We going backwards from hip-hop in the park to the experiments by Dr. Kenneth Clark. So after the cannabis, I'ma have to handle it. Release the pressure on it and open her like an amethyst. epidemic of schizophrenics buying a synthetic body with credit. You mad that I said it, but you know that I'm right. Find you a natural beauty and get you natural love tonight, nigga. It don't matter what color God painted you. It don't matter what religion you are. Remember, we're one human race, ladies and gentlemen. One human race. There is no such thing as an illegal human being, ladies and gentlemen. We are one human race.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love y'all.
And you're beautiful just the way you are.
Have you ever been dancing with your lady, your fella in the club or somewhere, and the beat is really knocking? Doing your thing, grinding, you think about to go home and all that. Yeah. And then you realize you have this epiphany in the middle of the night. Yeah. And you realize, man, this beat is so hot, but this motherfucker's not saying shit. Hey man, I'm guilty too. I'm guilty too. I've been with my lady. Oh, no. What the fuck is this? So right now what we're going to do is remove the tightrope, remove the safety net, and we're going to go completely a cappella so you can hear every bar, every lyric that motherfuckers got to spit. Just for 1 second. You saw this psychopath up here earlier doing this thing. His name is Constant Flow. And you know, when he's not knocking over buildings and shit like that, you know, or in the gym or whatever else needs to be done, he's making incredible music. Got a new album called Ascension on Viper Records, and we got a song called The Moment of Peace about the words that people misuse in our society. So I want you to drop that for them right now. Drop that.
Yo, when I say free, you say Palestine. Free. Free. Free.
Palestine.
When I talk of Moses, Ten Commandments, I'm talking Moshe, honor tablets, Messiah ages, high-tech gadgets, anti-Arab, Zionist, fascist, Holocaust. That was tragic. No olive trees, no olive branches, no sons of peace. In the Middle East, this history I re-examine. When I say Muhammad, I don't mean a prophet. Kid in Gaza with no options. Kill his mama, you don't see the problem. So we join Hamas and now you want to bomb him? When I talk of Jesus, I don't mean a savior. I mean your neighbor, here for labor, hard worker, paper chaser. When you refuse, you racist haters. No aviator, no Howard Hughes. I'm trying to reach the high altitudes. I touch the sky and climb my views. I came back down more powerful from the promised land of milk and honey. That an honest man with filthy money. It's the banksters that ganked us. It ain't Taliban that killed my country. Al-Qaeda coming, so let's run. There's where run from them hedge funds. There's more drones, less guns, war zones, death sons, hormones, messed up. Everyone is so confused. I praise God. My skate pod is inside that vocal booth. So we expose the truth in a style that's unorthodox and crash landed in Atlanta to support Walter Scott. I love y'all. Yeah. My name is CF, man. I be selling my album Ascension out there. Hit me up, CF201. I love you, Atlanta. Make some motherfucking
Make some noise for Constant Flow. So like I said, the words that people misuse. When I say autistic, I don't mean retarded, but a genius light in a world of darkness. But regardless, the world is heartless. Cell phone targets for bombardments. I'm out of shits I used to give. So close to death, I see the lives I used to live. My future kids, I leave them with this tutelage. When I say hip-hop, I don't mean the music. I mean the culture, not the vultures. Here in Ulster, fucking devils smell like sulfur. Fearless when I spit the flow. Talk with my heads like Cicero. And it won't be funny like Piscopo, cause romance and death is miserable. Someone gotta die, make this shit to go. I'm hungry and invincible. One nation indivisible. Betrayed by individuals, descendants of the criminals that pretended to be biblical and hide behind residuals. So I'm critical of those bankrupting their spiritual. Hold up. Hold up. Double tap, pop demeanor. Collapse your lungs like emphysema. I light one up with your subpoena. Cause I glow like fish from Fukushima. I sing like Christians in the arena. Fed to the lions and hyenas, massacred like Indonesia, gone are the days of Iwo Jima. Cause the surge wasn't just troops that we sent to Iraq, it was the surge in money we paid rebels not to shoot back. That's not victory, but it's history, and liberty slope is slippery, more miscarriage than delivery. Genocide grows like old hickories, the green leaves are made of bigotry. So the Fed Reserve ain't shit to me, it's symmetry to tyranny with freedom as its imagery. So I'm firing artillery at every possibility. When my moment comes, fuck sympathy, you just keep fighting with dignity. I love y'all motherfuckers. You saw this brother come on early.
They try to separate us with walls of classism, walls of sexism, walls of racism. If y'all in here, y'all ready to break these motherfuckers down, make some noise over here.
Say what you will about me, but let's see how you feel when the walls come tumbling down.
Yeah.
When the walls come tumbling
Say fuck the system, 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 fuck the system. Listen, they say if racism in America's over, we'll tell it to the pigs when they pulling me over. No eye contact, just a gun in a holster. Plantation overseers, prison filling their quota. They call us niggas, they call us dogs. Then we all good for nothing and we all sell drugs. They call for blood, they call it a squadron. But I am Oscar playing, I can train for more. Jelani men are go and fill up and down. Invisible man faces at the bottom of the well. We've been through hell, still seen eternal life in Henrietta Laxell. These humble tars we corrupt in the biz. That's word to the wire under Al Sharpton's wing. Pigs still shoot us in the back though. Guns in the finger tweets from Gwyneth Paltrow. How the older we go to fit in, killing ourselves, even bleaching our skin. Racism is staying right on track. None of it changed just because the president's black. Fuck that. Middle fingers in the air. Middle fingers in the air. Middle fingers in the air. When the walls come tumbling down. Let me see them fingers high in the sky, man. When the walls come tumbling down, oh yeah. When the walls come tumbling down, 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 yeah. When the walls come tumbling down, oh yeah. When the walls come tumbling
They
down.
gotta condition your brain when they get in to make you believe that the war's always been there. Persevere in the game without getting your flesh full. Gotta get to a square that's not on the chessboard. Invisible walls, classism and privilege that are taller than apartheid. Walls you live with, governments of business, clouded in smoke. And when you broke, only real choice, Pepsi and Coke. Motherfuckers built a wall for every reason alive, but then changed the reason when they get you inside. They built a wall to try to keep terrorists out, and it becomes symbolic of what terrorism's about. Build a great wall for a barbarian name, and it's trampled by terrorists 1,000 years later. Now they build a wall to keep immigrants out, the war to pick and choose the immigrants they talking about. Bitch!
So fuck the system. Fuck the police.
Thank you, make some motherfucking noise. Make some noise for Hassan Salam, Jericho, in the stores now. Drop that, I don't give a fuck, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Where my dude? Where my dude at? Where is the one and only at? Is he still in the building? Is he still in the building? Yeah. The ghetto is like a prison with invisible bars. No matter where you at, it always follow you where you are. And it's hard out there for a pimp to get out of. But it's harder for the hooker that he beat the shit out of. I got niggas underground in a Confederate state. Ironically running from slavery that prison create. So I never hate on the South. I respect their vision. I just hate on slaves that are stuck in the house. Civil war for the soul of a nation. This is a struggle to save civilization. Demonstrations overthrowing the occupation. Reannihilation of mental colonization. Civil war for the soul of a nation. Fight for the future of our civilization. Make some noise for Killer Mike in the motherfucking building.
Yo, check this shit. Cause my friend got a new phone and shit. I didn't know he was fucking coming. And I smoked copious amounts of marijuana. So, I like to apologize for not knowing my verse, but that'll never happen again. Because I have his tour manager's number, and I'll know when he's coming, and we will have that shit ready. But because I couldn't, you motherfuckers might know this, if I can have 1 minute. And it goes, the ballot or the bullet, some freedom or some bullshit. Will we ever do it big or just keep settling for little shit? We brag on having bread, but none of us are bakers. We all talk having greens, but none of us are makers. If none of us are makers and none of us grow wheat, then who will feed our people when our people need to eat? So it seems our people starve from lack of understanding, and all we seem to give them is some ballin' and some dance. And some talking about our car and imaginary mansions. We should be indicted for bullshit we incited. Selling children death and pretending it's exciting. We are advertisements for agony and pain. We exploit the youth, we tell them to join the gang. We tell them ghost stories, introduce them to the game. Just like Oliver North introduced us to cocaine in the 80s when the bricks came on military planes. So then, now, and forever, I'm saying fuck Ronald Reagan. I'm saying fuck Ronald Reagan. Fuck Ronald Reagan. I'm saying fuck Ronald Reagan. Fuck Ronald Reagan. The end of the Reagan era. I'm like level 12, old enough to understand that shit ain't changed forever. They declared a war on drugs, like a war on terror. What they really did was let the police terrorize whoever. So it's still fuck Ronald Reagan. Fuck Ronald Reagan. It's still fuck Ronald Reagan. Fuck Ronald Reagan. Immortal techniques, my brother motherfucker feel the same. This motherfucker like he is my family. And thank you, Atlanta, for showing up. Thank you, Atlanta, for showing up. And the next time I'm gonna get up here, we doing all of them in the set. Love.
Man, I love being on tour with this motherfucker because the food is always amazing and the crowd is always crazy and he getting popping like a motherfucker. Make some noise for the legend, Killer Mike in the motherfucking building! Legend. Yeah, the next song that we got is dedicated to the people that are not here with us physically, but they will always be with us spiritually. And what I mean is your grandma, grandpa, father, mother, one of your brothers and sisters, or one of your homies that might have passed away. I always say as long as you stand for what they would have stood for while they was alive, you always keep a piece of their spirit inside. This song, please put a peace sign up in the air, was produced by the late, great Jay Dilla.
Let's do it.
Rest in peace. All our fallen soldiers. Rest in peace. March
It's a toast to them.
Rest in peace. Here's a toast to the dead. For all of my fam, I will never let an idea die with a man. My drums are like NASCAR lines designed to give a view of this. Chain that are still alive as long as his music is. Toast to the dead. Good rap legends and pioneers and legacy won't be forsaken as long as I am here. Knowledge of the past and wisdom of the present, I teach and leave in the hands of a worthy lieutenant. A toast to the dead. For children with cancer and AIDS. A cure exists and you probably would have been sad. Sad to see medicine, divorce, morality, corporate home records, pimping up for salary. Toast to the dead. For those that had died today, the victims and those exonerated by DNA. Only thing worse than giving freedom to the guilty is killing the innocent and leaving your soul filthy. Immortal technique, remember me when I'm gone. I encrypted my lyrics to stay alive in a song, so you'll always keep a piece of my spirit inside when you struggle to complete what I started before I died. But some of you won't survive the changes the earth makes, swallowed by tsunamis, hurricanes, and earthquakes. And that's just the first stage. If you cannot reverse ways and realize that we are one, regardless of our birthplace. Thank you. Listen, my name is Immortal Technique. I am the MC, which means I'm the baby of hip-hop. The MC is the baby of hip-hop. He came last. Before the MC was the craft writer and the b-boy. Shout to everybody keeping the culture of hip-hop alive. I love y'all for that. For some of the younger people that are confused about what the word culture actually means, let me just break it down very quickly. Imagine if you are stolen, ripped off the street, arrested, stripped of all your worldly possessions and thrown in a jail cell naked. Remember, the one thing that can never be taken away from you, the one thing that can never be touched, is your knowledge of self, your understanding of who you are, who your people are, what they had to suffer and sacrifice to get to here and to get to where they need to be. Because remember, no matter how tall or short or smart or dumb or pretty or ugly you fucking think you are, at some point in your life, a person will judge you based off one look, point at you and say, hey, 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 I know all about you and your people. I know all about you and your kind. And when you have knowledge of self, you can say, hey, wait a minute, I have knowledge of self. I know who the fuck I am. I know who my people are. I know what the fuck we went through to get here. You don't have the right to define me, so get the fuck out of my motherfucking face. Culture. See what I mean? But let's not forget that hip-hop started, ladies and gentlemen, with the motherfucking DJ, alright? So right now, my brother right here is gonna show everybody in this room the difference in between a real DJ and a clown that presses a button on a motherfucking radio. Hold on. Make some noise for my brother, representing Stronghold, representing the Rebel Arms, representing the South Bronx, representing Ghana, West Africa. Make some noise for my brother, the one and only DJ Static. sips tea, looks at DJs that just press a button. I guess he showed you the difference between a real DJ and someone that just presses a button. It's kind of like the difference between a sperm donor and a real fucking father, and that difference is you gotta put in work, motherfucker. Shout to all the real mothers and fathers out there teaching your kids right, because you know after they get home from school, you gotta teach them again all the lies that they learned while they was in there, like Columbus discovered America. No. We're gonna go on the Maury show and be like, in the case of 230-some-year-old America, Columbus, you are not the father of a fucking thing, nigga. We're gonna take you out of here right now. We're gonna leave the safety of Georgia, the sanctity of Atlanta, and we're gonna take you to a place people think is really dangerous and very poor, but it is actually the most beautiful places, the richest places in the world. We're gonna take you to Africa, to Latin America, to Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, places they call the third world. Drop this shit. Poison pen, where the fuck you at? Hey yo, I come from a place called Harlem, New York. We drove all the way in a motherfucking bus. Listen, I ain't got no $65 million Creflo dollar jet, so we came in here a motherfucking bus with 10 motherfuckers packed in there like a bunch of pirates. Whew. Crazy, para siempre, ya sabe bien Perú, carajo, ya sabes. So when I say homicide Harlem, I need y'all to say, Blau, what's the problem? Y'all ready? Homicide Harlem.
We're gonna take it from Atlanta all the way to New York City. So we're gonna JFK. We're gonna take it to 110th to 155th. MD on the Riverside, the Apollo, Auto Bar Group, the Polo Grounds. Atlanta, welcome to Harlem streets.
Stay funnier than white powder, like those motherfuckers running away from the Twin Towers. Gunshots rock the earth like a meteor shower. Only for Columbine fear, giving a media power. In the six devoured like a chicken spot stacked by government cocaine, cooked in the ghetto crack rock. Corrupt cops, false testimony, accurate rating. Check to check, constant struggle to make the payment. Working the hole like wondering where did they went. The subway stays packed like a multicultural slave shit. Rush hour, 2:30 to 8, non-stopping. People coming home after corporate shit dropping. Fuck laws and mothers are trying to feed children, but gentrification is taking them out of their bill. A generation of babies born without health care. Families homeless, going to fuck off the welfare.
This side,
Homicide Harlem. This side.
come on, homicide Harlem.
Black. watching the world burn in the era of apocalypse, waiting my turn. I'm a Harlem nigga that's concerned with the future, and if you get my way, it'll be an honor to shoot you. Uproot you with the evil that grows in my people, making them deceitful, cannibalistic, and legal. When I see through the mentality implanted in us, and I educate my fam about who we should trust. Inside, come on, homicide, Harlem. Inside, homicide, Harlem. In the middle, homicide, Harlem. Everybody, come on, homicide, Harlem. One more time, homicide, Harlem. Two more times, homicide, Harlem. If you hear that right now, and you recognize that, that is the sounds of the legendary DJ Grandmaster Rock Raider from the Executioners. We love you, Rock Raider. Rest in power, rest in peace, rest in power, Rock Raider. We love you, brother. We miss you.
Where you from, though?
He from Harlem, baby. You already know.
Harlem, what up?
ATL,
what up?
That's what's up.
Okay.
We're going to have to take this higher, but before we do, you know, I always get crazy ass questions from people. They tell someone else what to do with their body. If you can't touch their gun, they can't touch your motherfucking body. I don't care what church you go to, you cannot enforce your will on other human beings, no matter who you are. It's always the preachiest people that are the same type of people that killed Jesus. You ever notice that? Then of course I get people that come up to me all the time and say, Technique, you know what? I got a real problem with gay marriage. And I say, well, I got a simple solution for you, brother. Don't marry a gay person, but you're not God. You don't get to tell other people what the fuck to do. When you point your finger at somebody, there are three fingers pointing right back at you, brother. Besides, shouldn't you be more worried about who you're fucking than who somebody else is fucking? I don't care what other people are doing. I care what I'm doing. People must have never heard my music or just heard one song because they come up to me, Technique, how do you feel about the illegal crisis? Should we give these illegals amnesty? And I say, wait a minute, of course we should give all the European people that came here after 1492 amnesty. It would be inhumane to kick them out. It's called sarcasm, motherfucker, because if you hate immigrants, you might have to get off the planet, ladies and gentlemen. This is a nation of immigrants, and every nation is a nation of immigrants. Stop the hate. We are one human race, ladies and gentlemen, one human race. And if you're scared of the mosh pit, get your little ass the fuck out the mosh pit. We gonna count them down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Living in the hole, looking at the world through a crack. But fuck that, I'd rather shoot it out and get clapped. I'm going too far, ain't no coming back for me. Auschwitz gas chamber full of Cyclone B. Just like the Spanish exterminating Tainos, raping the black and Indian women, creating Latinos. Motherfuckers, they be out of self-righteous hatred. And you got yourself a virus, stuck in a matrix. Suicide bomber, strapped and ready to blow. Lethal injection, strapped down, ready to go. Don't you understand, they'll never let me live out in peace. Concrete jungle, guerrilla war out in the street. Neck turner with a simple pitchfork and machete. End of the world, motherfucker, you not ready. This is the point of no return, nobody can stop it. Malcolm Little when he knelt before Elijah Muhammad. The comet did kill the dinosaurs, changing the earth. They love to criticize, always say I change for the worse. Like prescription pills when you misusing them, nigga. Templar Knights when they took Jerusalem, nigga. And figured out what was buried under Solomon's temple. Al-Aqsa, the name is not coincidental. I know too much government trying to murder me. You're coming back like cutting your wrist open, murder me. I'm in the serpent, be purposely put in charge of the engineered sickness spread amongst me. My people are so hungry, they attack without reason. Like a fucking dog ripping off the hand that feeds. I'm on them check me, treason to the country of that. Come and get me, motherfucker, I'm not coming back. This is the point from which I can never return. If I back down now, then forever I burn. This is the point from which I can never retreat. Cause if I turn back now, it can never be peace. This is the point from which I'll die, succeed, living in struggle. I know I'm alive, but I bleed from that war. It can never be the same as before. Cause the place that I'm from doesn't exist anymore. Make some fucking noise. Look. If you got dragged here by your boyfriend or girlfriend and you've never heard of me before, do me a favor, go home and steal all my music off the internet. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I appreciate the love. After the show, I'm not gonna be hiding from nobody. I'll be right the fuck over there, signing whatever the fuck you got. I think we got time for signatures. I don't know if we have pictures for 1,000 people, because that's gonna take till 6 a.m. But if you wait to the very end, I got you. I love y'all motherfuckers. Just remember, we just got time for signings afterwards. Real shit. How many of y'all been with me since the Martyr? And you got the Martyr. Thank you. Free album. It's a free album on vitalrecords.com. How many of y'all been with me a little bit longer and you got the Third World? Make some noise. Thank you. For those of you that don't know, you can go to Omeid International, OMEID.org. We used a big percentage of the proceeds to build an orphanage and a school in Afghanistan. I went there myself in 2009 to complete the final stages of the project. Thank you very much. That was your voice. No corporate funding, no military aid, just the power of underground, independent hip-hop. That shit that me and Talib Kweli kill ourselves to do every motherfucking day. Thank you. How many of y'all been with me a little bit longer and you got that revolutionary volume? Thank you. Now how many of y'all, and you're about to lie to me, it's okay, you lie to yourselves every day, it's alright. I don't care how you got it, I don't care if you went to a house party and it ended up in your backpack, fell in the car, you fell out, it was in your pocket, you burned it off the internet, it don't matter. It is the #1 most pirated independent album of all time. I wear that like a badge of honor, ladies and gentlemen. How many of y'all been rocking with me since Revolutionary Volume 1? So can I take y'all on a journey with me? I can't fucking hear you. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Listen closely. I'll tell you a little story from where I'm from. whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never brought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. Criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. See, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. You're feeding for props like addicts with pipes and needles. So he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto brain, capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. And I tell you about my little homie. Yeah. So Billy started robbing niggas and he did could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot, wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of them hood niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked a motherfucker up in a club. But only a real dog can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a chick to prove he was cold-hearted. Now we got a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in his sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree. A hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. So he met them Friday night at 2:45. Let's take this ride. They rolled around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, till they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning coming back from work on her way home. So they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped the shirt around her head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be broke. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hand, dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. Struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. Got to the roof and then they held her down on the ground, yelling, "Shut the fuck up, stop moving around." His shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in the jaw. A dirty bastard knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. A broken jaw moved the guard, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying, bloody, broken and bruised, one of the niggas pulled out a brand new 22. He told her that she was a witness for what she gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. And now I have to end my story for y'all the only way that it can end. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing alone with his new brothers. Cocked the gap to her head and pulled back the shirt collar, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, because he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried because he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate his corruption that successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his moms used to come home late, working hard for nothing, because now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth and cried out to the sky because he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded because God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof, died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, because the story that I'm telling is true, because I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you in my shows. In every street cipher, listening to Lil Thug's flow. He'll be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted. And you'll be one of God's children that fell for the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever. Really quick. Real shit, when I first started performing this song, people would always come up to me afterwards and say, that's such a fucked up song, such a fucked up story. Is it true? Did it really happen? And I used to tell them it happens every day, in every city, in every country, all over the fucking world. Don't be blind to things. But I have to make things personal right now because there are more dudes than women in here. So I'll make it personal for the entire crowd here at Masquerade tonight. Your mother, your grandmother, the girl you came here with tonight, or the woman you're gonna marry someday, she might have lost her virginity by being a victim of rape, or been a victim of that sometime during her life, and she might never tell you. You might never know, and it's because women are prouder than men, and they've been forced to suffer twice as much as we've had to through any fight for freedom. We have never had a successful revolution in the history of all humanity without having our mothers, our sisters, our daughters right by our side, firing along with us for freedom. So my brothers, before you think you are commando because you came to the People's Champion Tour, remember, you make the changes you want to see in the rest of the world in yourself first. That's why if you see somebody at the park touching little kids, or you see somebody trying to drag a girl into a van or in a room, that's the time. Not trying to be tough at a bar, that's the time. Not trying to be hardcore at a fucking party, when you need to stand up like a fucking man. Stand up like a fucking warrior, my brothers, and knock somebody's ass right the fuck out. Otherwise, all them other times you puffed out your chest don't mean a motherfucking thing. And for those of you that were still confused about that teeny bopper bullshit that you hear on the radio and TV, and confused about what the difference is between that and the hardcore underground, well, now you know, motherfucker, don't you? We don't believe in surrender. We don't believe in retreat. We leave in the past. Drop this shit. They told me I would never make it, I would never achieve it. Reality is nourishment, but people don't believe it. I guess it's hard to stomach the truth like a bulimic. It's a dirty game and nobody is willing to clean it. This is for the paraplegic people dreaming of running. Ladies married to men who go, please, I'm dreaming of coming. Verbally murderous, David Berkowitz when I'm gunning. Cowards on the internet, they think I would sell. Scared to talk shit in person cause they stuck in a shell. They couldn't understand the pain of being stuck in a cell. Hell is not a place you go if you're not a Christian. It's the failure of your life's greatest ambition. Bad decision to blindly follow any religion. I don't see the difference in between the wrong and the wrong. Soldiers emptying the clips of little kids in their moms, or just like a desperate motherfucker strapped to a bomb. Humanity's gone, smoked up in the gravity bomb. Like Democrat, Republican, Cheech and Chong. Immortal technique, you never heard me preaching a song. I'm not controversial, I'm just speaking the facts. Put your hands in the air like you got the heat to your back, and shake your body like a baby born addicted to crack. And since life's a gamble like the crap staples in Vegas, freestyle my destiny, it's not written in pages. If you love yourself, make some motherfucking noise. Hold on. I hate it when they tell us how far we came to be, as if our people's history started with slavery. Painfully, I discovered the shit that kept the secret. This is the exodus, like the black Jews out of Egypt. I keep it reality based with the music I make. Blow up the truth in your face with the style I run with, like the Navy missile that shot down Flight 800. I'm like the Africans who came here before Columbus, and from the 1500s until after tomorrow, I watched Latin America get raped into sorrow. You see, the Spaniards never left this West de Colon, and if you don't believe me, you can click on Univision. I never seen so much racism in all of my life. Every program and newscast, all of them white. It's like apartheid with 10% ruling the rest. A type of stress will make me put the fucking tool in your chest. Step in my way, dog. I wouldn't want to be ya. I burn slow like pissing drunk with gonorrhea. I do a free show in North Korea, burn the flag, while J. Edgar Hoover politicians dress up in drag, trying to confuse you, making it hard to follow this. Capitalism and democracy are not synonymous. You niggas swallow propaganda like a birth control pill, selling your soul to the eye on the back of the dollar bill. But that'll never be me, cause I'm leaving the past like an abused wife with the kids, leaving your ass like a drug addict, cleaning soap and leaving the stash. Unbreakable technique, leaving the plane crash. I'm out with the black box and I refuse to return. I spit reality instead of what you usually learn, and I refuse to be concerned with condescending advice, cause I'm the only motherfucker that can change my life. Some people said I won't make it, but I know that I will escape the emptiness, cause that shit is slow and it kills the flow and the skill. I made y'all believe it at last. You can make the future, but it starts with leaving the past. I love y'all, motherfucker. Right about now, I want you to make some noise for someone who's about to come on here and absolutely fucking destroy the stage. Hold on. I want you to make some noise for the legendary, for the one and only, for Brooklyn's own. Make some noise for the one and only Talib Kweli. I'll see y'all back there in about 15 minutes. I love y'all motherfuckers. My name is Immortal. Technique. Peace. Akia, Southpaw, Boys and Pen. Yeah, hip hop.